Yeah, hey, what's going on, world? I hope everything is going successful for y'all today. Now, we about to have a lot of success in here, and also we're gonna have
Healthy Vibrations Podcast. It's official.
for sure,
I'm Brother Bilal Munir Rahim.
definitely Leonardo Victory the Second.
It's going down. Healthy Vibrations Podcast is finally official. It took us a lot to get to this day, to this point, and we are so happy to be here, man. We're going to share some great information with y'all. Happy Black History Month for starters. As I mentioned, we're going to share some great information with y'all, and then we're going to get up out of here. We're going to keep it short and sweet, and we appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Definitely, and you guaranteed to leave better than what you came. That's the main factor what we gonna drop on you. And also too, when you meet people, if they're not making you or you're not leaving better than you came, you shouldn't even be knowing their name.
Yeah, for sure. That's a part of Healthy Vibrations. So the frequency you're on is taking you and putting you around the same type of people, right? So if you find yourself in these certain circles, or you find yourself running into these certain type of peoples, then maybe you should look inside more instead of outside. A healthy vibration. We're going to get there, though. We're going to get there.
Exactly. Like, anybody can come knock on your door, but what says most about you is who you let in your door. So,
man, for real. Remember, you used to look through the peephole, make sure it's okay to open the door. That's how we should look. That's how we should evaluate our friendships and our relationships as well. Look through the peephole and see if you're going to open the door. Or decline the call. One of the same. Won't be answering that one. But man, as I mentioned, we're gonna keep it short and sweet. So I don't want to crack too many jokes. I want to keep it serious. It is also, in addition to it being Black History Month, and we're gonna continue to say that. We're gonna say that as many times as we need to say it. Happy Black History Month. It's our story, though. Don't forget that. It's not his story. It's our story. Happy Black Our Story Month. And we're going to keep doing what we got to do for our people. It's also Health Heart Awareness Month. Man,
exactly.
That's big.
Yes, and that's like your most important muscle. If the heart stop, then you stop. So the river of life is the blood. So if your blood is not moving, you're not going to be moving. And also with the nutrition, which is going to be 80% of your health, you also going to have to be moving that blood with your lymphatic system, right, with exercise, and that's going to be the other 20%. And once you put these two together, baby, you're going to be unstoppable. But we have to pay attention to our health, and it's connected to our wealth.
Man, hey, you got bars, bro.
Man, I do what I can do.
For real, though.
I got more lines than unemployment. Please. I do what I can do.
For real. When you was talking about blood, it made me think about my brother. Shout out Destroy and Rebuild Fitness. My brother Ethan over there, who's got the Blood Ox tea. Man, a great drink that'll help you purify the blood, get you feeling a little bit more energetic to get you going for the day. It also cleans you out. So shout out to my boy Ethan over there, Destroy and Rebuild Fitness. Holler at him. Go ahead and get that tea if you need it. Matter of fact, you do need it.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, facts though.
100%. Yeah, so really, it's wild you said that most of what we actually need, we treat it like a want, and then we treat the wants like our needs. And that's
right.
Literally why health be destroyed. So we're going to pay more attention to what is essential for in life in general, and especially when it comes to your blood, and then when it comes to your heart. And then when you do that, it's like, oh, I see my life changing over there, because everything in life is connected. It's a puzzle.
Healthy vibrations. It's all healthy. Man, so I do want to touch a little bit more on healthy heart awareness. That's kind of hard to say.
No, you
just
got
just a little bit. So healthy heart awareness. I do want to touch on that. Give the viewers a couple of tips on maybe just some common things that they could do to stay on top of their heart condition.
Definitely.
For sure, we know diet and nutrition. We know exercise, but do you know of any things that are maybe not so common that are easier?
Yeah, I mean, what's
You know, it got to be easy for us at first,
Yeah, for sure.
our people, because I'm catering to us, our people, right? So when I come with these ideas, I want to make it as acceptable as possible. I don't want it to seem hard. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
You know how we are.
Oh, hey, man, I get you on that. Now, listen, low keto is actually easy because what's going to happen is, right, you're going to start to benefit from the changes. So what I would say is make sure you are drinking water. A lot of what we consume dehydrates the body, literally, right? And it makes it hard on the heart. So what you're going to do is whatever fruits, vegetables, herbs, seeds, etc. that you like, consume more of those.
Okay.
And then you want to also exercise. We're not talking about go out there doing a marathon right after you get done watching this. That's not what I'm saying. But at least walk up some stairs a couple of times, right? Walk around the block. Do some calisthenics. It's the small changes that always add up. When you look at a pyramid, right? People look at it as one structure. But it's literally made up of thousands, or I should say millions of different stones. And so the body would be the pyramid, and then the traits would be the stones. So as long as you moving one stone or a half a stone or maybe 1% of a stone, you're doing way better than not doing anything. So slow motion is better than no motion.
Right. My advice is pay attention to the small signs. Things like heartburn, any type of aches or pains that you're feeling. Stay on top of that. Your annual wellness visits and things like that. Stay on top of your health. Don't let it get out of hand. What I was also researching is with a lot of heart conditions, if they can get on top of it soon enough, they are actually reversible. A lot more reversible than people would think they are. So it's really just about knowing, and then once you find out, making the lifestyle changes that you need to make in order to overcome some of these things. All of us, and myself as well, because I'm new to the health thing. I'm maybe 5 to 7 years into it, but it's like you said, it's not about when you didn't say it, but it's part of it. It's not when you start, but as long as you start. So it doesn't matter how old you are or when or how you come into this, just get started in being conscious of your health.
Yeah, for sure. And then to make it even more real, because a lot of people feel like, no, that's not going to affect me.
Right.
Since we dropped this, I think we've been going probably like 5 to 10 minutes. A person dies every minute from heart disease. And every 30 to 40 seconds, a person is either having a stroke or a heart attack. So that's when people ask me, like, man, like how are you doing, Leo? I'm like, man, I'm successful, I'm healthy. Because there's a lot of families that's literally out here mourning, and we not even cognitive to knowing what's going on with them. So as long as you start to make them changes, you'll be in a better position. So just you should put your health as your number one expense.
Right.
Literally. Everything else comes after that. Steve Jobs literally was the best example. He died the second richest man in the world. But all that money couldn't save his health. So, and also too, a lot of us be like, man, I don't know about I can eat healthy, but today is Friday. Right. Somebody's going to the club. Right. Somebody's going to the strip club. And it's all the same exact money. We just got to make our health a priority. So.
Right. Hey, make it rain on your appetite, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, spend that money where it counts, though. Honestly, that's what it boils down to. If you it may get it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Nothing that's good for you is going to be cheap. If it's cheap, if it costs $1 to get full or to get a hamburger, I don't want that. Now they got them less than $1. You can get 2 hamburgers for $1. No, there's a reason why the salad costs $7 and the burger costs $1. So it's going to cost you a little bit more to eat healthy, but it's going to have great benefits in the end.
For sure.
Just give it 30 days and you evaluate yourself. If you don't feel different, go back to what you were doing. Give it 30 days.
Exactly.
I promise you.
Exactly. And nothing is going to be more expensive than hospital bills. Whoa. That's the main thing. Like I never seen the salad, or I never seen the double cheese. Like I never seen none of that stuff more expensive than literally the hospital bills. So like you either like eating for health or you eating for death. And when you try to play both of them, you're going to get sickness in the middle of them. So just put more pressure on yourself. That's all you got to do. And like the brother said, give yourself 30 days. And I never seen nobody that was eating clean or eating or drinking better as well for 30 days and like, bro, I feel worse. I'm about to go back. They say, bro, this is the best I've been feeling in literally in years or forever. And then what you can actually do is, if you go back into doing what you was doing, you're going to get sick.
Right.
You go like, that's what's going to happen, because it's like your body like, hold on, we was doing super good over here. And now you go, oh, I got something for you. You know, God, the ancestors, the universe, whatever people's believing in these days, literally wants you to manage your life as much as you can in a good place.
Right.
And then once you do those small things, like, okay, cool, I got some more blessings for you. This is going on. This is going on. So
happy Black History Month, y'all.
For sure.
For real.
For sure.
Hey, we have to honor our ancestors. Study them. They were right about so many things, and they left so much game here for us. We have to dive into that. Matter of fact, they're inside of us, so we got to bring it out. You feel me? But let's hop over to, as I mentioned, we're going to keep it short and sweet. Let's hop over to our other topic, which is vitamin C.
Nice.
Also known as the super vitamin. Everybody knows about vitamin C, but let's touch a little bit on those benefits, because it's a common one, but it's not a vitamin that your body is able to produce on its own. So you have to be somewhat conscious of your vitamin C intake. It's very good for you, but you're not just going to get it. You got to go get it. How can they go get it?
Exactly. And touch on that part you were talking about with the ancestors. The best thing they gave to us is our DNA. Literally. Like, so it's already, greatness is already in us.
Right.
We just have to bring it out. Now, with vitamin C, right? So ascorbic acid, what you see on a lot of processed products, that's not actually vitamin C. That's a fraction of vitamin C. And it's not, so you might as well just go ahead and come over to plant-based breakfast and you'll be okay. So the thing about the vitamin C or the super vitamin, like the brother was saying, like, so it's water soluble, so it literally has to be intaken every single day. And then once you start to like get this in every day, you're going to start to sleep better. You're going to start to breathe better. Your energy is going to be more up. You also going to see more like regulated like blood sugars, blood pressures, like your glutathione, which is your body's master antioxidant, is going to be more on point. Now, so you can get it from fruits, also vegetables, spices have it. Amla fruit has one of the highest sources of literally vitamin C that you can get.
What fruit is that?
Amla fruit.
Amla fruit.
So it's a powder.
You just taught me something. I need that.
Yeah, definitely. So
why you ain't gave me no amla fruit?
I mean, you gonna get it when you gonna get it. I mean, I was waiting for you to drop the gem on me. So it's full of nutrients. Anything that's full of nutrients is gonna be bitter. Typically, our tongue is only acquired or only arrested to deal with the sweets. So what you would do is take a teaspoon of this and put it in some water. If you have to use a sweetener, use some honey or some agave. If you use like the white sugar, and this also too, I have to put this out here too. They use bone char to actually filter most sugars. So if somebody is following the Islamic faith or Judaism faith, they have to pay attention to what sugars they actually using, because they literally might have some pork bones up in there or something like that. And also to touch on that, to touch on that, when you consume sugar or you drink alcohol or you smoke, that literally depletes your vitamin C. Also, if you're on medication, especially if you like on them diabetic medications, it literally like depletes your vitamin C. So this is why like we have to start to become more what we consume. And then we feel it first. Just like somebody trying to lose weight, they're gonna feel better and then the weight gonna slide off of them. Usually people are like, man, I just want the weight to be gone and don't feel better first. So the more fruits you get in, the more vegetables you get in, you're naturally going to get it in. But once you start to heat something, that's why I tell people 50% of their diet should be raw and the other 50% can be cooked. Because when you heat something that has vitamin C, it decreases. So.
Man. One thing I learned about vitamin C is it has healing power in it.
100%.
So I was like, man, but when I learned it, I'm like, that makes perfect sense. So that's why I felt this way and that way. You know what I mean? I started putting it together in my head. So with the alcohol as well. So a lot of people who do drink, if you do drink, and I've done this as well, I would definitely wake up the next day and replenish on vitamin C for sure. That'll help you bounce back. Mm-hmm. But it will, your body is going to need it. So don't forget that the alcohol is doubling down and taking a lot of it, depleting the vitamin C. So when you wake up that next day, replenish and work towards shaking it. Eventually, we won't be drinking at all. But it's a work in progress. So we're not, me personally, I'm definitely not going to sit here and act perfect, but I got a vision and a destination, and I'm working towards it every day. And that's the same thing I want you to do. And eventually we're going to run into each other because the vibration is healthy.
Exactly. Yeah, no, he's talking that science and to even more. So vitamin C helps with iron absorption, right? Yes. So it's heme iron, right, which comes from an animal, and then there's non-heme iron. Now, the interesting part about this, though, if you consume in meat, 40 to 45% of like the iron that you're getting is heme iron. Right. The other, 55 to 60% of the iron is non-heme iron. So this is why vitamin C helps with non-heme iron absorption and makes it more bioavailable. So if you especially want to become a vegan, you have to make sure you're getting the vitamin C in, because a lot of people, when they go over, they're like, you know what? I'm 100% at plant-based records, but all of it is beyond meat and possible. You know, it's just so much process.
It's still process.
Yeah, you should have just stayed back where you was at. But
definitely gonna have to do another podcast on that as well. So we're gonna keep these podcasts short and sweet, but give you as much information that we know and that we have and that we've learned. But the process of eating healthy is also something that you have to study.
Exactly.
Like you said, because it's now in the media, it's being marketed, it's being promoted. That's why you have the Impossible Burger, for example, right? Mm-hmm. Because they see that people are consciously trying to control their diet, and since diet has been the American diet has killed off so many people, it works for them. They got to market towards that somehow. So they still want to get on top of what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And you really almost have to go completely raw. And then when you talk about completely raw, you got to grow your own vegetables as well. So there's a long journey. There's a long path to getting it down to the way that I want it. Mm-hmm. And the way that I've seen that it's been successful.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me?
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing them small improvements of 1%. Once again, you improve 1% daily for 365 days, you're gonna be 365% better. If you just do 0.5%, you're gonna be 182.5% better. So either way, it's the small things that add up, and you're like, oh, okay, wow. So being healthy is not literally that, it's not hard at all. You just gotta be willing to put the work in. And once you start to put the work in, you'll be in a healthy place. And for my people out there that's anemic, most of the time you literally just need to get vitamin C in. Just start to eat more fresh fruits, vegetables, the herbs, the spices, right, that have vitamin C up in there. Just eat 2 to 3 times the recommended amount that you're supposed to get in a day. And let me know for 30 days. Also, too, vitamin C, since it's water soluble, if you do anything that's in excess that your body don't need, it just get flushed down in your urine. So,
man, that was gonna take me somewhere else. But let's get ready to wrap it up, because I do want you to touch on Victory to Health. The supplements, we got to drop it. We got to hit them with the supplements, because some people out there already got this game and they might just be needing a little extra step. Like what we got?
Definitely. So Victory to Health supplements is definitely on the way as far as the website. Otherwise, you can hit me up on Facebook, Leo Victory II. I'm on Instagram, 219. That's leading to greatness. Also my area code. So what Victory to Health supplements are, there's literally gonna be the supplements, the teas, and the tinctures. 100% vegan, 100% plant-based, no fillers. So what I equip, or what I like put my I should say where I put my product towards, is to having as many nutrients in it as possible.
Right.
The name of the game is to get what you need. Typically, we just worry about the proteins or carbohydrates, right? And also, right, the oils. But then we missing out on the potassium, the magnesium, the manganese, the zinc, the copper, the selenium. It's a whole list of what we need to get in. With the all natural 100% plant-based, you will definitely be getting a lot of those in. And even the trace minerals is what typically we don't even get the regular essential minerals in, and there's trace minerals that we need in. It's like, bro, that's too much. Definitely have the supplements for you.
It's a journey.
Yeah, you know.
It's a journey, but it's a long one, and it's worth it.
For sure, definitely, because we only have one body.
Man.
You can't make another.
Facts. Big facts. Man, again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. This is the Healthy Vibrations Podcast, episode number 1. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep dropping knowledge. Man, leave us some comments, some of the things y'all want us to talk about, man, on the next one. Man, you got anything else?
Oh, man. Be healthy.
Happy Black History Month.
For sure. Happy Black History Month.
Yeah. Our story.
For sure. Hey, we all make our own heaven or hell. So what we doing with our habits and our routines, we got to pay attention.
Right.
And once we start to be cognizant of that, right, or we also just start to put more pressure on that, we'll live a way better life. So be healthy, be successful, right, and be positive. So I'm Brother Leo.
Brother Bilal Munir Rahim.
For sure. And this is Healthy
Vibrations Podcast. You know what it is.
For sure.